I bet you're curious what I'm taking out of that box. This video is going to be a review of a product that I got, and I'm excited to show you guys. I'm reviewing a dehumidifier by TECCPO. Never heard of that brand, actually. A dehumidifier is a machine that takes all the moisture out of the air to keep it fresh. So places like your basement, your garage, your closets tend to gather more moisture and kind of hold it. But this machine works magic and just takes out all the moisture, keeps the walls from getting stinky and your clothes fresh, and anything maybe in storage that you might have things laying around. This is a great machine for that. You know what the saddest part is? Before I got this machine, we had stored all of our stuff in storage, which was not a heated storage, and I should have known better, but we put a lot of our clothes, our furniture, because we were in the transition of moving and remodeling a house. Actually, we're still in transition, so we're kind of moving a lot of our stuff from storage to now our new garage. But the worst part of it, a lot of our stuff, like 50% of our stuff, we threw away because it got moldy. Yeah, that's gross. So this machine here is something that would prevent it. It would have prevented moldiness or anything getting stinky or just gross. I'm going to experiment some things with the machine that you'll be able to see and watch and make your own decision whether you need it or not. This box comes with a tube, which I will explain later, and a manual kit. It's kind of heavy, but the nice thing is that it has wheels and this handy dandy handle, which helps you to like move it around the house or from place to place. Especially if you have hardwood floors, it's really nice and easy to move around. First thing that happens when you plug it in, I'll show you. That just activates the machine to like show the percentage of the humidity in the room. But for it to start working, you need to press the power button right here. So first we have the power button, obviously. And then here we have a button that you can click to have it on auto setting or continuous. Auto is when the machine will start working when the room collects a certain amount of moisture, and then this will be the indicator of how much moisture is in the room. So once it hits that number, it's gonna just automatically turn on by itself. And then once it reaches that level of humidity where it's good, then it'll turn off. Or you can have it on a continuous where it's just going. Also, this button is the same for if you're holding it for 3 seconds, it can just lock the machine, and that way if you have kids or toddlers, they can't change any of the settings on here. So that's that. And then this button just shows the different settings that they have for the humidity. Use this button to change the setting of the level of humidity that you want set in that room. Here we have the setting for the fan inside of the machine. So there's a high and a low setting. Here we have inside drying. So the inside of this machine needs to eventually dry out because it collects the moisture. So when you see CL on the indicator here, that means that the machine is drying from the inside, and that's normal. So it kind of will do it on its own, but you can also turn it on manually if you click this button. It's gonna start drying itself on the inside. So yeah, in the manual you just have like the different display codes, and it'll tell you exactly what it means and what the machine is doing. This percent right here that you see, this number, so this is indicating the amount of humidity in this room. I experimented with this earlier. I put a humidifier next to this and I just cranked it up all the way, and this was indicating a really high amount. I think it was like 70%. So the room was 70% humidity. This button here, if you want to put a timer on your machine on when it can start working and stopping, you could set that up. Goes up to 24 and then goes back to 0. So if you want it working 24 hours, then you would set it up to that. Very important part of this is that you check right here how much water has collected. So you're able to see here, there's like little grips here on the side, and you just kind of pull it out. Very easy. And then you have this handle here so you can lift it. It's easy. You lift this plastic thing. The water just collects in here, which I gotta dump some out right now. Wow, that was a lot of moisture. Also, when your tank gets full and it needs to be dumped out, you're gonna get an indicator on the screen here and it's gonna say, let me look it up. It's gonna say FL for water tank full. So that's when you just turn it off, take it out and dump it out like you just saw me do. If you don't want to constantly be taking the water out here, you can connect this tube to the back of the machine and it can automatically be draining the water for you. And the instructions are in the manual. Very simple. I just can't tell you how to do it because I haven't done it and I don't really care to do it. But I guess what you do is you just connect one end. Oh, there's some water. You would connect it to wherever you want the drain to go, I guess. Sounds pretty easy enough. I see the water collecting in the tank, so it shows evidence, you know, that there's moisture in the air. We actually live in a basement right now, so it's perfect. It's like a perfect time to use it. But when we do move into our remodeled house, I'm gonna probably put it either in my closet, because we have a big walk-in closet, or our garage. But for now, let's do that experiment. I'm gonna show you guys actually how much moisture this thing could collect. I'm gonna put a humidifier right next to it, and I'm gonna just crank it, and we're gonna see how much moisture it's gonna collect. So I'm in my baby's room. I'm gonna close the door, crank up the humidity in here, and I'm gonna see what this machine will show me. So right now it's showing it's at 56%. Let's just experiment and see what happens within maybe an hour. Wow, so even within a minute, less than a minute, I've noticed that the machine already was able to catch the humidity in the room. And it showed on the machine 59 and it's slowly going up and up. And I like that because it shows that it's sensitive and it's able to identify the humidity right away. It's not too loud. It doesn't really vibrate. Let me see. Barely. Let's see. Machine shows 54. So it brought it down and seems like it's been pretty steady and it's been keeping it around 52, 54. Oh, just went down to 53. I give it a thumbs up. I think it's a pretty good dehumidifier by TECCPO. If you want more information on this machine, don't forget to go into my description and click on the link and it'll give you more details where you can get it. So like I said, I don't have any other machine to compare this one to except these silly little dehumidifiers, which barely work. But from my experience and my experiment with it, I like it. I think I'd give it a 5-star because I feel like it's accurate, it's sensitive, and it's easy to use. It's pretty simple, it's straightforward. I like that it has wheels. It has wheels and that handle to like move it around. It's easy because it is a little bit heavy. It's the only thing, but it makes sense. I mean, it's a big machine and it needs to do its job. So it needs a big engine, probably. So guys, if you haven't subscribed already, consider subscribing to my channel. And by the way, if there's any products that you really would love for me to review or you wish someone had and talked about their experience using it before you buy it, let me know in the comments because I would love to look into them. Yeah, hope you have a great day. Bye.